You may have caught a story on KSL yesterday. There was a family that bought a new skid from a couple of guys. They paid $12,000 for this new skid so they could do some yard work. And then they discovered that skid had been stolen. And they contacted the authorities and told them, we have a piece of equipment we've acquired that was stolen. And so now they're making arrangements to give that back. And that family's going to lose that $12,000 and the skid. But that guy that called the authorities and paid that back, he said, I think any normal person who has a conscience would do it. This resolution's been bothering me a lot for the last few days as I've been thinking about it. I remember when I was a little boy, the first time I really got in trouble, I was 5, my sister Judy was 10. It was turning 10, and I woke up early that morning. I usually woke before the rest of the family, and I went into the kitchen. There was this German chocolate cake that looked beautiful, and I couldn't help myself. I thought, you know what, if I just grab a hunk of that cake with one hand, I can use the other hand, and I can smooth that frosting, and no one's going to know the difference. Well, I got into my bedroom and stumbled in and woke up my brother Bill, and I shared it with him, and we had a great pre-breakfast breakfast. We had a great pre-breakfast breakfast, and but I learned a couple of important lessons from that. One, there are consequences for taking things that don't belong to me, and two, there are consequences. I learned this one because my brother Bill had some consequences. There are consequences for taking ill-gotten property. And I am just so worried about my kids and my grandkids, and you've got kids too. We all have kids and grandkids who are going to be responsible to pay this back. And I know there are folks who say, because I keep hearing it, Mike, if we don't use it, somebody's going to use it. I don't think that's a great argument for taking the $1.4 billion or whatever it is. It feels to me like we're just shuffling cash around, and it's not really the Utah way. It doesn't reflect the kind of values that we have. And I can't find I've looked in the Constitution, both our state and our U.S. Constitution, to see is this the kind of thing that the U.S. government should be doing? And I frankly can't find anything that tells me this is what we ought to be doing. And so I'm going to vote against this, and I urge the rest of us to vote against this. Let's tell our children, our grandchildren, that we value their future. Now I know in the end it's not going to dollar-wise, it's not going to matter. But we need to send them a message that we care about them, that we are looking out for their future. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we send this message to Washington and to the rest of the states who are grappling with the same issue? They don't want to be enslaved to the federal government. They don't like the strings that are always attached. And I think this is a great opportunity. Utah's in great shape. We don't need this. Let's use this as a chance to stand up and do the right thing and be the ensign to the nations. Thank you.